Hey guys, it's Windy from Windys.Art. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to draw a red bird in color pencil. I'll talk about the techniques I use and walk you through step by step how I complete this drawing. Now if you're ready, let's get straight into it. As always, I start with my sketch. I draw out the basic shape, especially around the wings. For the belly part, I just leave it blank because it's basically feather details and we will work on it later. It's quite important to have an actual sketch because it does affect the finished drawing. Then I start drawing from the beak. I first put on a very light base layer and add darker shades between the upper and lower beak. A small tip here, leave blanks around the reflection areas while coloring, and this will show the hardness of the beak. Then I move to the head. I follow the feather growing direction to put on a base layer and try to keep the base layer lighter so we can work on layers and details later. After that, I draw out the contours of the eyes and fill up the black areas around the face. Next, I put a second layer around the head. In this layer, we can start adding darker shades and shadows and work on details to make it look more 3D. Then I go back and strengthen the black areas on the face again. Next, I add a very light layer around the belly, following the flow of the feather. You can hold the color pencil by the end, so it's easier to draw out a lighter color. Then I draw out the shape of the mantle, leave blanks for the gray feather areas while coloring. After that, I add the gray details of the feathers and add darker shades around the mantle. Next, I draw out all the dark contours on the wings and around the tail, so you can see the whole contour more clearly, and it's easier for the drawing process later. Next, I put a base layer on the wings and leave blanks in reflection areas while coloring. Then add darker shades around the shadow areas. Make sure to clean up the leftover wax from the pencil while drawing, otherwise it's gonna make your paper dirty. For the tail, I first put a light layer on, and I add darker shades where the tail and the body connect and the end of the tail. Then I strengthen the dark contour lines on the tail so it pops out more. For the belly, now I put another layer following the flow of the feather and draw out the feather details. Then I add darker shadows where the wings and belly connect so it looks more 3D. Notice that the darker shades and the feather are drawn cross-directionally as you can see here. Then continue adding the darker shades and feather details around the belly until you're finished. For the branch, because it's not the main focus in this drawing, so I just simply draw out the darker shades and strengthen the shadows where the legs and the branch connect. Next, I draw out the legs contour and leave the reflection areas blank while coloring so it doesn't look as flat. Lastly, the touch-up, I like to go back and see if there's any details missing or any areas that need to be strengthened again. Now the drawing is about done here. I'll list all the colors I use in the description box below. Check it out if you're interested. That's all for today's video. I really hope it's helpful and if you enjoyed it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell so you never miss out on my weekly art videos and tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye!